Hello and welcome in, friends of the Twitch chat. We're back. We're here. And I was about to say it's a new week. It is definitely not Monday. However, it is kind of, if you look at it from a YouTube perspective. Today is Wednesday, chat, which can only mean one thing. It can only mean one thing, that in exactly 55 minutes time, the next episode of Inspired drops, and we will watch party it from right here. All of us in, well, not here. We'll actually go to the YouTube chat, but we'll be here more or less. So we have that to look forward to in not too long. And a little under an hour. Put a little earlier up today. It was only pushed back last time because of our trying to get things done on one shot and stuff. So this will be closer to what I try to do every time, is kind of have about an hour in the stream or so. Anyway, my calendar's based off of Inspire episodes, as it should be. Anyway. Hello, chat. Hello. Welcome in. We've got Lore World action today. It's been a busy week, okay? We've got busy week schedule. We already took care of one thing on Monday, okay? If you guys weren't here on Monday, we did the cabin. It was an escape room made by our wonderful friend Todan. Big friend of the stream, awesome person, great creator, and fantastic Minecraft game creator also. We played an escape room on Monday. That was fun. The VOD is up on Acrylic VODs, ! Links, if you don't know about that YouTube channel. It'll be in there somewhere. But we did that on Monday. That was fun. That went great. And today today's going to be kind of the most normal-ish day on our schedule for the most part. I mean, we're doing Lore World, right? We got the main world. We got the Inspire watch party. Friday, of course, we're streaming from the Inspire world, and then Saturday, for those who have not yet seen, Saturday we will be on the Acrylic server, okay, on the Acrylic SMP. We're gonna finalize that build comp that people had started so long ago, or worked on so long ago, and we'll be able to get that all taken care of. So on Saturday, that is what we are doing. We'll be doing that and maybe going around the tour and or going around the server and touring it as well, because I don't think it'll take the whole stream to do the build comp stuff. But afterwards, we'll go around and see what everyone's been working on since we were last on the server, and we'll just kind of get a whole stream out of being on the server and seeing what all's going on. So that's on Saturday. I don't have like a fancy schedule graphic yet. It's in the works. It'll be done eventually, but in the meantime, gotta tell you about it instead. So without further ado, chat, today, before we jump into main world action or the watch party action, we have some marbles. If you could all drop an ! Play in the chat to join on in, that would be fantastic. We got a VIP badge to give away for all of Friday's stream. Today's VIP is Mama MC, winning at the end of Monday. We'll see if they get on in here to try and defend the badge. But everyone, get yourselves on in here. Drop an ! Play. Everybody can join. There is no limit to who can be here and who can join. So don't miss out. Get yourselves on in. And for those of you guys who want to be prepped, locked, and loaded for the YouTube watch party, there's the link to the premiere, which will not go live for 53 minutes. But there's the link to the page if you want to have it up and be ready. Obviously, we'll be here. I'll be telling you guys about it right as we get close to it. Stream here is going to go BRB. We'll all be over there in the YouTube chat when it's ready. But if you guys want to preemptively have it open, drop a like on it ahead of time so you don't forget, all that good stuff. I'll tell you guys now. It was very close to going over an hour long, the episode. It got a little out of control, but like, it's not necessarily a bad thing. I still had a lot of fun making it, and I just put a lot into that episode in terms of like stuff. So it's a long one, but that's fine. It's fine. We definitely got all we could out of a week, for sure. Longer than the first two. So we'll be over there in the watch party for a minute. I wouldn't be surprised if some people have to like leave the watch party halfway through and finish watching it later or something. But regardless, should be good. And hoping you guys like it once it does premiere. That'll be our third week in a row. Third episode, 3 weeks in a row, doing the thing.
Chocolate mod check.
Classic. How's it going, Brewing? Thank you for the 27-month resub. Good to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Hello, hello, hello. Good to see you. Speaking of good to see you, we have in the marble race. Also, I was meant to say, welcome in Van Dam as well. I see you popping a little earlier for the first time. Good to see you. Welcome in. We've got myself, Ginger, Rebecca, Daisy, Azzy, Voided. We've got Jester, Bambi, Mini, Dab, Dark Phoenix, Junie Love, Sala, Van Dam, of course. We've got Dark Fairy, we've got Lycan, Retro, Mama MC, Xander, Alana, and Haroon. If I did not say your name, you have not joined with an exclamation mark play in the chat. So do that. Dropping weekly movies. I love it, dude. Honestly, that's kind of what's been happening with Inspire. It's kind of just weekly movies. Now, here's the thing. For those guys who don't know, every 5 episodes of Inspire, there's going to be a movie episode drop. And what that means is once we are 5 weeks in and the first 5 are done, I am going to upload a video that is all 5 of them in one video. All 5 of them in like one big movie form. It'll be like 4 something hours long. That's twofold. For one, in the future when there's people who want to get like, who just want to like binge through it and everything, or people who just want to like throw it on in the background even though they've already seen it, it's a really good long video to do that with. Alternatively, it's a thing on YouTube. I'm not crazy. Doing movie episode lengths of things is definitely a thing, and it does well. It does well. So here's what you need to know. We do have holidays coming up, so I don't know how that's going to affect it, but let's say I get episodes out the next 2 Wednesdays in a row, right? I don't know for sure because I don't know where like holidays is going to line up and everything, but let's say I do. I am also going to get a pretty much
link this episode, the baked borp
bonus episode out in between 5 and 6. So it's not going to replace like episode 6 upload. We're not going to like skip a week. It is going to be like the existing 5 episodes you've already seen into one. But it's not going to like replace a Wednesday upload. You know what I mean? Because you've already seen it. It would be like a Saturday morning thing or something, right? It would just be like a bonus upload in the middle of the week after we have like a set of 5 ready to be put all into one and uploaded. Does that make sense? Did I explain that well? Anyway, it wouldn't interrupt our weekly schedule of like new episodes. That would still happen. That's kind of the idea behind it. Because like all I need to do for the big 4-ish hour one, all I really need to do is take all of the like final episodes, and then at most I'll just kind of like edit out outro stuff in between them, and then just put them together, render it, upload it, that kind of thing. So that it's there as an option for people who want the big movie style stuff. But Zimzam, thank you for the 1-year resub. Good to see you, buddy. I will indeed link this episode, the big board. Here you go. You didn't think I'd take you up on it. There you go. You didn't think I'd do it. There it is. Anyway, back to Doctor Stuff 07 Ginger. We'll see you when you're back. I like long videos on YouTube. Heck yeah. Let's go, Dab. Yeah, this next episode is a good one. It's a long one. Anyway, been lurking here for a while. I like the vibe here. Thanks, Vanda. What the heck? I appreciate that. Glad to hear it. Good to have it. Welcome in, Ivan. Did I say that right? Is it Ivan? Or is it like Yvonne? It's one of them. I'm really bad at this, but let me know. I'll do my best to get it right. I'll try my best for you. Vibes are good. Love to see it. All right, chat. We got 24 marbles. Exclamation mark play. Final call. Final chance. Final opportunity. Don't miss out. Right here, right now. Just hit 3 bonuses in Hitman for the first time. Holy dude. Okay, Junie Love. Saturday, we're on the acrylic server on stream because we got to wrap up the build comp that we did forever ago. And that is not going to take the whole stream. So I'm also going to be doing a server tour on Saturday, which means, assuming you're talking about your own version that you made, I will be able to play it. So that could be exciting. That could be pretty exciting. for anyone who didn't catch that a little earlier when I mentioned it. But there we have it. There we have it. Exclamation mark play chat. Who else did we get on in here? We've got Ronan, Zimzam, Ivan / Yvonne, not sure which one. And then we got Norm and Happy Son and Toxaton. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Need to get the bugs worked out by Saturday. Yep. If there are any bugs, if I play the game and there are any bugs and it doesn't live up to Sokka's quality, you are hereby heretofore removed and banned and blacklisted and shamed and shunned. Yep. Yep. For enabling my tree puns. It's okay. I can't say anything because the title of the episode is A Forest for the Edges instead of ages. Here's the joke, chat. Here's the joke. The forest is on an edge that I talk about in the episode. Like, you have to see the episode to know what edge I'm talking about. But the forest is along an edge. But also, it's gonna be a really, really big forest. So, like, a forest for the ages. But, like, it's for the edges. That's the title. That's the joke. Laugh. Laugh. Laugh.
Peepo juice.
Laugh. Thank you, Toxaton, for the 34-month resub. Incredible. Thank you for the 34 months, Toxaton. Good to see you. We do it well. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Laugh. If you have to explain it, it's not funny. No. Hear me out. Explaining it makes it funnier. But, like, in an ironic way. I don't know. I have a twisted sense of humor. I have a broken sense of humor. Many reading positivity. All right, chat. All right, everyone in the chat. We need some positive vibes in the chat. What's something that has gone well or you're happy about or looking forward to or anything like that? Drop them in the chat. I tell you what. This episode today, my positivity, this episode today, banger, longest episode. Probably not gonna have an episode this long again for a while, except for like movie uploads. It's basically an hour long. It's just not an hour long on paper because it's like 58 minutes. But like I'm telling you, I got carried away. I'm sorry. I got carried away making the episode. I got carried away. It's good though. I like it. It was a good episode. Turned out good. That's my positivity. There you go. All right, you were too excited about this, Jay. Listen. Laughing at you, not really about the... Okay, all right. Well, all right. Okay, all right. Got three out of state friends coming this weekend. Oh, 3 out of state friends coming this weekend to visit and go to Renfest with Lost in Me. Holy dude. I fall asleep during movies, just FYI. Nothing personal. Classic. I have like 9 lizard doggos in Satisfactory. They are all good boys and girls. Hap, says Voided. Incredible. Welcome in, human. Good to have ya. All right, chat, we got a VIP badge to give away. We got 30 marbles. We're on Voz Lab. Stream record. Welcome in, Peach and Calandra. I don't think I said hello to you guys by name, but hello. We stream record held by BFSB at 1:50.6. That is the time to beat. VIP being defended by Mama MC. We'll see if it can be 2 in a row. This will determine Friday's VIP holder. Let's get that 10 seconds on the board and find out how it goes. Mama MC has the badge today, but can Mama MC lock it in for Friday as well? We are going to find out. Down we drop and on we roll as the big robo arm gets us started here. Happy about bundles in Minecraft, and I could dye them different colors. Dyeing the bundles was a cool thing that they did. I can get behind it. Positivity, it's garbage day. There it is. I read yours and Xander's at the same time. Xander said, I got married twice in Cult of the Lamb. Understandable, carry on. As one does. All right. Here we have it, and here we go. Advantage yet to be determined, but it's going to come down to this right here. Give it to Happy Son of the Mod Squad around the outside of Mini. And here we go. Alana, Sala, Zimzam, Rebecca, Ivan, Azzy, Jester, Peach, Norm, Lycan, Bambi Geek, Human, Toxaton, Daisy, all off of the map, all gonna meet an unfortunate end. We're down to half of the marbles we started with, and +1. So here we have it then, Happy Son looking to lead the way for the mod squad. Can't quite shoot the gap, and here comes Streamer, fastest marble you've ever seen, real and true to the lead. Followed by Xander, we've got Happy Sun, Ronan, Ginger, Voided, and the rest all making their way through. But on the other side, we've got Junie Love, Retro, Kaylandria, all up in the conversation. Nobody's got anything for that stream record, I tell you what. Here we go then. Don't get caught in the beaker. There it is. Xander's going to get slowed down. Streamer knows better. Here comes Ginger. Here comes Ronan, looking to not allow an acrylic victory here. Ginger to the lead over the bumps, over the lumps, and up into the elevator section. Followed by Streamer, followed by Mini, followed by Junie Love and Happy Stunt. Here we go, though. Ginger off of the map. Couldn't make it stick. Couldn't make it happen. This isn't going to go well. Second and third place off of the map. Fourth place off of the map. Fifth place off of the map. Give it to Voided. No, sixth place off of the map. Give it to Happy Stunt in seventh place. Now, Happy Stunt and Xander to the line. Happy Stunt gets sent the wrong way. Xander in to the final closing section. Give it to Xander, but the VIP badge is still on the line. Dark Phoenix gets up the elevator. Could it be? Brune off of the map. Dark Phoenix has it on lock. All you have to do is finish the race, and it's yours. All you have to do is get to the finish line. There it is. Dark Fairy in second, leading home Dark Phoenix for the VIP badge on the podium in third place. There you have it. Collapse all around. There it is. That was pretty iconic, not gonna lie. That's pretty iconic. Dark Fairy led the way in the closing moments for Dark Phoenix to bring it home. That was some good teamwork right there. Good work, team. Good work, team. Nice. Nice. All right. Ms. Dark Phoenix, you are now a 3-time winner. It is crazy to think that you are a 3-time winner after having so much trouble getting your first win, after going through trial and tribulation for so long. You are already a 3-time winner. All you needed to do was get the one. All you needed to do was just get the one win, and you were good. Then you got it started. Then you were doing good. Third win puts you 75th on the wins list. With that victory, that'll be for all of Friday's stream. You will have that VIP badge in the chat. Congrats. And Xander, of course, getting the win in the race. You can't look over the fact that Xander did indeed secure the bag overall. 3 out of 5 marble races I've entered in one. That is crazy. That's a crazy ratio. That is crazy. Holy dude. Alright, chat. Here's the deal. We've got 39 minutes until premiere time. 39 minutes. It is on the hour. Okay? The premiere starts on the hour. That is when we are switching over to YouTube to watch party it. And then we'll come back after. There will still be stream after. Okay, don't worry. But that'll be in the middle of our stream. It is in 39 minutes. On the hour, it'll be 9 for me, 10 if you're Eastern, okay? It'll be 7 if you're Pacific, I think? Is that what that comes out to? I don't know. Anyway, that's the one. Without further ado, though, and in the meanwhile, behold, I built all of this overnight since last stream. I'm just kidding. We're in Levio, but I'm only here because I needed when I was last in the world, I needed a screenshot for the VOD thumbnail. So I actually don't need to do anything here, but I do need to work on some keybinds that got weird from mod instances and all of that. There we go. We got our zoom and everything. Are there any Armor Alps Redeemers while we're here before we leave? Before we leave, are there any Armor Alps Redeemers for while we're here? And if not, we'll make our way away and go somewhere else. But there we have it. There we have it. Let's go get those sorted and taken care of, shall we? In we go and onward. There's a rabbit in here. There was an upgrade for Fio. I got it. Yeah, we did it. We did it. Back when we did everything else. All right, so Lycan's the first one. Did you, neither one of you guys specified? Question. Neither one of you specified which piece. So, here's your armor stand, Lycan. You're full iron at the moment. Leggings for Junior 11. Understandable. Carry on. Duly noted. Holding, waiting, holding, Holding, waiting, waiting, holding, holding. New hat. All right. Oh, geez. I forgot I have this. All right. Diamond helmet for Lycan. And what shall it be for Junior Love? Diamond pants for Junior Love. There it is. There it is. We take those. Oh, all right. Oh. What have we here? Okay, one of those. Oops, one of those. And we'll go put these into place here. Redeem doesn't let you leave a message anymore? Interesting. Okay. Interesting. I'll have to take a look at why that happened. I'm not sure. Didn't prompt me to leave a message. You remember, say this is our old Hall of Fame. So this place is closed. These are just, like, people can upgrade if they were already in here. But we started working on our new Hall of Fame. The really, 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 really big underground area I'd been digging out for the longest time. So that was, that's going to be the replacement to this area. So there's no new entrance in here, but people who are already in here can still, like, upgrade their spot. And then we're replacing it with bigger and better. So people who have, kind of become a part of the community since we closed this haven't really had an opportunity to do any Hall of Fame stuff, unfortunately, just as a result of closing this one and not having the next one done yet, unfortunately. But keep saving the channel points. You'll need a lot of channel points for when the next one's done, or the new one, the replacement, to do everything that there will be to do there. So there is that. There is that. All right. I think we're ready to bounce on out of here. Gonna need to whip out the old minecart. There we go. There we go. Can I upgrade to a turtle helmet? Classic. We had talked about doing that for the longest time, and then I think the new Hall of Fame kind of took over our minds or whatever, or kind of we're on the mind more. So, Kerchow. So, I wonder if I could find the meme. I might be able to find it here. And if not, I can find one that's kind of close to it. It was like scuffed Lightning McQueen, which is why it's not like the actual Kerchow that I'm referencing there. It was, okay, so this isn't actually it, but it's kind of like, it's this energy right here. It's this energy, but it's not this meme. But like, scuffed Lightning McQueen, I don't know. It was years ago that I saw the meme. It was kind of this energy, a little different. Is kind of the reference there on that one. Anyway, I'll quit spending my channel points if you quit providing excellent trauma opportunities. Not one single time that you've redeemed it has it would I consider it an excellent opportunity, as a matter of fact. So, yeah, I don't know. Yeah. All right, well, we're gonna spend the 33 minutes we're waiting for the premiere just riding this minecart. I tell you what, just wait, it'll get faster someday. And faster someday. Just spoilers for updates. Someday, Rage. All right, once we get back to, we'll probably, yeah, we'll just take this to closest place of the teleporter. It'll probably be a heat dust or so. But we need to get back to the library that we've been working on. When we were last here, we finished building up the walls on the inside of the kind of intersection of the library. There are the outer walls kind of around the edges that didn't get done, and that was just because I didn't know where all we were gonna have bookcases and stuff. But something to consider. I think what we may be looking at doing next could be the ceiling for pretty much the whole area. Like each individual room, I want to do something with the ceilings that's kind of interesting. It'll probably be kind of concaved a little bit, I think is the one where it'll kind of be like the inside of a dome kind of shape or so. I just don't know how we're gonna make it work with like the pie slice shape we kind of got going on in the rooms. Not entirely sure how we're gonna make that work, but what we could do is kind of have it be like quarter dome. So like where it's curved, it kind of domes, and then where the walls straighten out, it like the wall just extends high enough to kind of meet that part of it or whatever. Maybe? I don't know. Prage nuclear powered minecart, it's real. Did I win marbles? You tried your best. You tried your best, and that's what matters, you know? You tried your best, and we're all proud of you. As usual, my best isn't good enough, Dedge. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Totally weren't the first to fall off. Yeah. Yeah. Definitely didn't take the lead and then fall off from the lead in like the opening section. Definitely not the case. Holy. Good thing they don't know how to deal with minecart rails. My DM use on the rail soon. My DMs are open. DMs are open. Except not in that instance. Alright. There we go. Dude, you're so loud. You're splishing and splashing a little too loud over there. What the heck? Youch. Alright, let me in. We did put that away. Okay. Show. We gotta get caught up on some stuff, actually, before I forget. Where is it? We're getting caught up on everything from that point. So we got a couple things here. We've got one vibe check to get caught up on. And that would be 50-50 for Baby Geek today, I believe. Not already on the list, mayhaps? I guess not. And if we ever notice that Baby Geek is on the list twice, we can just fix those. Okay. We had the raid book is in the other room. We got 2 of those, and then we have 5 gifted subs from Yay. Sky in the chat. Gifting 5 subs Monday. Guy Lolo in the chat. Maybe pause. Would need to figure out a choice on Hall of Extortion before we do those. So might need to save that at the moment. Yesterday I went down the rabbit hole of watching your old shorts and still think that one short I did about not spawn proofing the nether is pretty good. One short I did about not spawn proofing the nether. It's probably so long ago that I am just not remembering. It is just completely blanking for me. All right, hold on. Let me. I'm going to mark as sus user so that we know. I'm going to make a note to self. About how many. Oh, yeah. And then there's a couple raids we got to get caught up on here, so we'll go do that real quick. How's it going, Dolly? Welcome in, Dolly. Hope you're doing well. Back when I made the Marvel-esque and card to put on the shorts. Right. It's crazy that I've been doing this for so long that there's just so much stuff that I just don't remember anymore. Because there's so much that we have done. Put that up to 100 for the sake of stream. Brightness. And let me check over here. Get that book we're looking for. We've got raids. We've got one for So, one for Fabled Days. There we go. Alright, those are all updated. We're good to go. Just take a look at here and here. Don't know, Goody, but I'm skimming the previous YouTube vids to catch up for the event. Dang. I'm in Daniela. You don't have to be caught up for the new episode, by the way, for anyone who might be worried that you have to. They're all kind of individual. They're not labeled episodes because they're kind of all standalone with working on stuff. Start of the World's a little weird because it can kind of feel like that a little bit, but you can kind of watch them whenever in however order, and it kind of work. Okay, so last we were here working on this world. We got all of these walls built all the way up to the very top. So each floor is completely enclosed at this point, just like with the opening for the doorways and stuff. But here is one of the problems. Up at the very top, we don't really have anything figured out for the ceilings right here. And so that's what I was kind of trying to work out a little bit, like how we might get all of that to work. The problem with doing any kind of like dome shape is that if we were to kind of follow this curve and then just have it like the wall just kind of go up and cut off the dome, the problem with that is that over here, we're going to run into this problem. That would eclipse the terrain right here for the kind of opening for the area. And so we don't really have that much room to work with, specifically on this quadrant right here, and then a little bit here. But as you can see, it is kind of like a mountain as it kind of goes up right there. So the Mac ones aren't too much of a worry, but we would want to be consistent with how they look in each one. So tricky for sure. I'm gonna lurk tab. Heck yeah, love to see it. Oh, this is crazy. What have you done? What did you just do? What have you created? Why did you send this to my DM? What am I looking at? Why? What have you done? What have you done? What? What? Okay. All right. Okay. Well. All right. That's crazy. I can't believe that. That's crazy. Insane. Anyway, we need to figure out what we're gonna do here. It's probably gonna involve some digging. Here's what the lower floors look like, by the way, for what we did on the lower floors. Because it was kind of like, you know, what do I want to say? Is catwalk the right word? Maybe not. But like, you know, we've got these openings in the center, and then for the staircases, of course. So they're kind of like mounted to the walls, and they just kind of support the floor above, and it's the same on all of these for like the ceiling here. Very much the type of ceiling that's like, you know, built to have these big openings and you know, another floor above it and stuff. But now we need to come up with something for the very top, and maybe something that's fitting. But I don't feel like a fully flat ceiling is the one. You know what I mean? For the dome, can you bring the outer edge down instead of taking the middle up? I think the problem with that is that it would have to come all the way down the wall. And then, even then, we would have to still go up a little bit. But then it would really shrink how the top floor feels. You know what I mean? because it would have to come so far down the wall for it to like work proportionally. I feel like there's definitely some kind of solution we can do where we go into the ceiling a little bit, and it's just we don't have to go that much. I'm just not sure what it is. Like it's probably got to be some kind of like pseudo flat kind of thing. Like maybe not perfectly flat like this, but maybe it's either in like tiers. Maybe it's, you know, kind of edges and then a little higher and then a little higher. Like staggered a little. Hard to say for sure. I know I want the center to go up because I know I want there to be a chandelier in the middle for each of these rooms. So I know I want to go into the ceiling at least in the middle of it. I almost wonder. I'm in the top 10. Let's go, Abby Stun. Let's go. Do you know who you kicked out of the top 10? I wouldn't know off the top of my head. Do you know who you kicked out? I wonder if we couldn't do, like, so where this opening in the floor is... Rip Bozo, dude. Where this opening in the floor is, what if this pie shape is where the ceiling got dug in the highest, right? So let's say this exact shape, but above, goes up 5 additional blocks. And then maybe from there, it's like, okay, we know where our chandelier is going to be. After that, we'll go 2 blocks from the edge, and then we'll stagger it. So we'll go 2 blocks from the edge, it'll come down 1 or 2 blocks. 2 blocks from the edge, it'll come down 1 or 2 blocks. And then eventually it kind of meets in the corner here. And we kind of have this like staggered, layered kind of effect where it kind of like gets, as it goes to the center, it gets deeper into the ceiling or whatever. And then we could have the chandelier hang down. And then we can dress up each of those staggered layers, kind of like what we did here with these designs. In, you know, we could have a little bit of this on the edges if it makes sense. We could have all these beams and, what the heck was the word for these? There was a fancy word I liked that, were for these little supports on the thing, but, kind of something along those lines. Joists, that's the one. Joists. So, definitely could be a solid option for us here. And it's simple enough, like, it should be pretty easily repeatable without too much issue, I would not imagine. There is some digging involved, so we would probably want... We'd probably want haste. We would also... Because we're digging in the ceiling, we're either going to suffer through digging up into there and then trying to dig the shape out and then dig the floor out last, or just get a lot of scaffolding, like a lot of scaffolding, you know what I mean? Which, I mean, could also work.
Cookies on their way to your desk.
Yep, the cookies always find their way to my desk. That's how it works around here. You head down. All right, peepo by toot, gonna go to work. Jester amounts of scaffolding. Okay, maybe not that much, but definitely some scaffolding. Because I moved up when Tom lost memory. Classic. There it is. There it is. Okay. Let me think. Maybe 1 beacon's probably enough. We just put the beacon kind of centered. I don't think we're not close enough to the center. Or to the surface. No, it'd probably start to get out of range. Like up on the mountain parts here. We'd probably have to put it down here. We just have to dig out the beacon beam spot is all really, I think. Tribute generic gravity base set minus 0.8. Holy dude. Holy. That's crazy. Okay. I think... Because we won't be able to do the floor thing all the way around. But we may be able to do it for enough of it. I would rather try to do that than have like scaffolding through the entire room just to make it work. It kind of feels like a pain. It's gonna be a pain either way. What I do know is we need 4 beacons, 1 in each room. So I am not too familiar with our beacon setup in this world. Okay, we have just about 3 available in there. Do I have... Okay, that's enchants life savings. I do need some more emerald blocks for that. I think I was in the process of swapping them out for emerald. Let me take a look at some of our various material things. Areas where I think I may have the things we need here. I do have an additional beacon there. Okay, well, I have enough emerald blocks here. I might have enough for that 4th beacon as well. So if I do that, yeah, I do. Okay, so let's say 2 of these. And I didn't grab that other beacon, so we can do here. So that could be 4. We just use these plus this one. Should be no issue. And do I have any loose things? I gotta pull it out of a shulker box. All right, whatever. Well, we can go set these up in the meantime. Do you know how you're gonna get thousands of bookshelves? Might want a sugarcane farm if you have one. Just remember you can buy them from villagers. Yeah, villagers is the plan. It might not be a foolproof plan because I do have a trading hall over here, but it's not like there's better. These are the only librarians I have, kind of going all the way down through here, and obviously they don't all have it as an option. This one doesn't. This one doesn't. That one does. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 of these guys have bookshelves. I don't know what the max is before they lock, but whatever that number is times 7 each pass through. Like, it's not great. It's not great, but it could be worse. You know? That's kind of where I'm at with it. Like, yeah. Could get more if we determine that it's a bad enough time. We could look at getting more for sure. But that's how I've been doing it so far. Oh, I remembered I have the bee farm running at all times while I'm here. Oh, we did clean it out recently. I did clean it out recently. I still love this. I still love this. This is 100%, by the way. We did this after one shot a couple seasons ago. Or was this season 4? I feel like it might have been season 4 when I was spectating. This isn't Rad's design, but he built it that season. I can't remember for the life of me whose design it was. But this for the sheep farm, favorite one of all time. Favorite one of all time. We are, yeah, we're a little losing a little here, but that's fine. I set this up so that I was on a little bit of a redstone kick at the time, which I am again. I am on a redstone kick again in the YouTube world, you'll see. But for those who want to know how this works, sheep can eat grass through a minecart rail, even if they're moving. And that's the premise behind this, right? They're always moving at all times. As soon as they choose to eat a grass, it doesn't matter that they're moving away from it. They can still eat it to kind of replenish, right? Every time they hit this, it triggers this with a shear in it. These all have shears in them. So every time they hit that, they get sheared. If it applies, down below, these pick up all of the wool that would fall on the closest couple. Obviously, some of this ends up over here, and you lose a little bit. So you could do like a 4th minecart hopper in a row. But those will go through and pick everything up. They get fed into the system down here, which I then put into an item sorter for each color. Anything that gets too chocked full will then just dispense onto the cactus so that we don't have too many entities sitting around. And then you have all of the colors right here, and they all kind of back up. But it's crazy. It produces crazy amounts. We also, this is my first time building a redstone contraption without using a tutorial. For those of you guys who were here, some of you guys will remember this back in the day. But this is the very first thing I did without a tutorial was I wanted to set up a bee farm for each one. And so we just kind of struggled our way through it. But I'm actually really proud of it because it also has... It has a refueling, if you will. And what I mean by that is, like, this side needs shears, right? Whenever the shears all break, all I need to do is put shears in here, and it refills all the shears for each spot. That part I was really proud of, just having that little module. The shears would go up here, and then they would feed into the dispenser here to replenish any broken shears. Same with bottles on this side. I could put empty bottles into a refueling station. Or actually, here I don't even need to. When we got auto crafters, it kind of changed it, but the shear one is super simple, right? You just have these set up with comparators to read, and then once it's full, it'll power, you know, the stuff we got going on up there. But the bottle side we built before auto crafters with auto crafters in mind, and so it was kind of tricky to build an auto craft setup without an auto crafter. But we effectively did it so that whenever these are ready, they get bottled, right? They'll get bottled into honey. Then the honey cycles into the auto crafter. It'll auto craft honey blocks, and then it'll take the empty bottles and sort the empty bottles out so that the empty bottles recycle into the system, and I never have to touch them. So we get the honey blocks, the bottles go right back in. I never have to worry about it, not one time. And I can't believe I did all that without a tutorial. It's probably the best redstone thing I've ever done without a tutorial, but yeah. With the whole without a tutorial thing is going to be a thing in Inspire, and you'll see in today's episode. You'll see there's a whole lot of that goes on, which was fun to play around with. Fun to play around with for sure. It was a sheep setup without tutorial, was basically what I went for. But you'll see. Spoilers. You'll see. It turned out good. It turned out good. Speaking of, 9 minutes. 9 minutes. Trapdoor floor. Do I have scaffolding? I'm gonna need a little bit. I think I have it in Kerchow. Where do I do it? Technology? Surely I had some somewhere. I thought I kept scaffolding in there because it was like a form of transportation. I do have some in interiors, but those are for tables. Okay, we're gonna need to grab some here. Definitely in the south. Okay. You might be onto something. None in there. Shoot. It's gotta be... Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Scuffed temporary storage outside of everything. I'm gonna venture to say I put scaffolding in... I mean, it would make most sense in here. But I got a feeling I didn't put it in there. For whatever reason. I felt like I put it in a weird spot. It could be in there. No. It's not. It really should be. Okay. Where did I put scaffolding? I know I have a bunch. No. Maybe I moved it recently? It's possible that I moved it. I don't think it would be over here. Nope. Okay, now I'm confused. These are all empty. Did I move it somewhere recently? Scaffolding? Is it with the bamboo? I think I checked it. Yeah, checked it. It's not in there. Shoot, dude. Was there supposed to be something here? I don't know. Maybe it went there. I mean, I can make more. Kind of. Kind of low on string. I'm losing my mind. I cannot wait until we actually have a storage room again, and it's not all just out here, thrown together. I had to have done something with it, because I know I had a shulker full of a bunch of scaffolding. But I cannot, for the life of me, recall where I would have put it. Did we need it for something recently? Is there something we needed it for? I want to feel like there was something I needed it for at some point. Oh, you know what? I might know. Break all the barrels to search the way Dean does. Do not. Do not. Dang, not even in here? I thought for sure. I thought for sure I was onto something. Didn't leave it up here. Okay. Maybe I left it around there. Where would I have brought scaffolding that I needed? Huh. Were you using it for the ceilings? Right. It could be... Aha! It was here the whole time. It was here the whole time. I actually don't need that much. One stack should get us enough to do the beacons. Fantastic. Okay. Where is the center? Now, that looks like the center, but that's just pattern-wise. Is that actually the center of this pie shape? I wonder. I guess we would count it based off of kind of left to right here. So we would have... Hold on, gotta yeet my nose, hold. All right, I think we're good. We've only got a couple minutes till premiere time. But let's try to find the center here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3. 3. Right here. Okay, and then we just need to find the other one. Actually, we could kind of figure this out based on the floor pattern. I think it puts us here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7's the one that goes down. 4, 5, 6. Okay. Let's see. This is also not centered on the room, so I think I'll probably angle the beacon. We'll probably go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I mean, it'll cover everything we need. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Something like this. Yeah, that should cover everything we need. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, dude, I don't have Swift Sneak in the YouTube world, and it shows. Swift Sneak, my beloved. Do you guys remember when I was anti-Swift Sneak? When the update first came out, I was like, no, it's too jarring. You guys remember? I didn't get it in this world because I was like, I like sneaking. I'm used to it. I didn't want to get it because I was used to normal sneaking, and I was like, no, sneaking too fast, it feels weird. That was my initial, like, why I didn't get it for a little bit. But now that I have gotten used to it, I can't live without it. What's Swift Sneak? Real question, or is this a setup for a joke? Can't be too certain. Alright, chat. It's about premiere time. We're going to continue this journey on the other side. Let me get this pulled up here. Let me get this pulled up. Alrighty, Twitch chat. Alrighty, it is premiere time. It is premiere time. Let me do premiere. Link, there it is, pinned at the top of the chat. Everyone to the YouTube stream. I am going to switch over to this scene. I am going to put this up and this up. And I will leave you guys with that on this end here while we all go watch the premiere. There is the link. The link is in the chat. It is pinned. There is the link. The link is there. It is pinned. It is there and pinned. Everyone to the YouTube premiere. Hold. I am not getting it on my end, so I'm waiting to see it pop up on my end. But I will see you guys over there in the YouTube chat. I will see you guys over there in the YouTube chat. There it is. There it is. There it is. Okay. All right, Chad, we've done it. Chad, we have done it. Hold, let me get rid of this text. Get rid of that. There it is. We've done it. Everything fixed? There it is. Glad clap. Glad clap. Don't say 1 hour episode in 3 weeks. Get out of here. Okay, listen, they're not, listen. The next one won't be that long, okay? The next one won't be that long, trust. Trust. Trust, 58 minutes, that's going to be the longest one for a little bit. We'll get the movie released, that'll obviously be longer, but like, I don't think this will be 58 minutes. It's just a culmination of what all we did. That's all. Not a trend. Not a trend. Classic. All right, let me pin a different message for that. Hold on. I'm gonna pin it as new episode instead of premiere. There we go. I pin that one. Let me update our stream title now that premiere's over. There we go. What do we think, chat? What do you think? What do we think? What do we think? Also, as I did last week, I need to ask you guys about the thumbnails. There are 3 thumbnails. You'll see one of the 3. You will see one of the 3. You will see one of the 3. Now, I need to ask you which one you like the best. Okay, so option 1. Here's the first thumbnail. Now, we do got to keep in mind that these are going to be kind of small. Like, you're never going to see the thumbnail this big. But this was the first thumbnail. The second thumbnail was it this one? No, it was this one. This is the second one. This is the second one right here. And then the third one was this one. We'll see which one goes which way. I asked you guys last week which thumbnail you like the best, and the one that got the least votes in live chat actually did the best on YouTube. So that was really weird how that worked, but we'll see. I have them running the test at the moment, so we'll see which of the 3 ends up being the best of the thumbnails, but yeah, no. We'll see. It was a little tricky this week to get good thumbnails. Wolf Farm was massive. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Great episode. Thank you, Gecko. First or second personally, so I guess it's the third that's going to be most popular. Yeah, for real. For real. We'll see. I think this is the one that showed up for me on the premiere, at least. The first one, but we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Keep you guys updated on how that test goes. By the way, did you guys remember to comment on the episode and like the episode, by the way, because that helps a ton when you guys do that. So don't forget to also, if you wanted to see parts of the episode in better quality, the YouTube Premiere scuffs the bitrate, so it will look a lot better visually if you're in like the actual video versus the Premiere. So that is the thing. That is the thing. I see you guys pushing that comment that said found your channel randomly and I absolutely love your creativity on this. I see you guys all liking that comment. Thank you for that. Heck yeah. Love getting new people finding everything. Thumbnails are slang. Let's go, dude. Let's go. Lamar shares birthday cake with everyone. Metamon feels birthday, man. Good to see you. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? I'm replying to comments. Hold. I'm replying to the comments, and then we'll get back into it. Every comment gets a reply every time. Okay. At birth, there it is. Have a lovely day at the spot today. Heck yeah, dude. Heck yeah. Alright, I need to post about the video as well. Blue sky, that's what I'm looking for. And made a post for it, so we can go ahead and do that now. New post. I will post the thumbnail. Post that one. Dance party. Oh, we're on the wrong scene. There it is. Here's the Blue Sky post. Those guys on Blue Sky. There's your Blue Sky post for the new app. If you guys want to share that around, appreciate ya in advance. Almost ready to jump back into the world. Alright, I'm gonna keep that over on the side. Check my tabs. Alright, back in we go. Just say show, you got it. Yeah, that's not gonna be very useful. Look at you guys go. Holy. Holy, dude. Good job, chat. Clap. Clap. Anyway, I think right before that I was asking overall thoughts on the episode and everything, and I think it might have got drowned out by the dance party. So, if you guys had replied to that and I didn't see it, by all means let me know. Thoughts, questions, comments, concerns. Hope you liked it. Hope it turned out well for you. Oh, perfect. Leaves. So, I didn't want to mention, that was, I had been hinting that I come up with a really cool idea for everyone who's on the Patreon as like a cool way to make up for not having early releases. I think we nailed it with the idea. I also want to point out that it is, you know, I've said it before, but for those who don't know, if you're between like a Twitch sub or being on the Patreon, if it's like one or the other, being on there is way more impactful than just the Twitch sub, right? Now, I know the Twitch sub is important for like emotes and ad-free and that kind of stuff, But we are doing less streams now, so like I do totally get it if people are less inclined to do their Twitch subs, especially now that we're down to 4 days a week and we have a whole YouTube thing with the cool reward for it and everything. Just to, you know, have that out there as a thing. Obviously, being on either one in the first place is goes a long way and is greatly appreciated and does a lot. But you do get a tree in the YouTube world if you're on there now, so I hope it's a little more worth it. I know there's been a lot of people that were like, well, the Twitch has more benefits kind of a thing, so hopefully I've balanced it a little bit. I thought it was a really cool idea at the end of the day. And it'll be cool to see... Is it this one that we did? I think it was this one. It'll be cool to see as more people join it. See the trees grow. Like in theory, if we get like, you know, 1 an episode on average, right? Even then we're seeing like another tree added to the forest slowly but surely. I think it's pretty cool. We'll see how it goes. Do I keep these on me for... I guess I'm going to be digging through some more, so we might as well keep these on us. I don't know if you said anything about this yet, because I had a meeting, but do you plan on linking YouTube Better Twitch TV 70 emotes? I didn't know that you could even do that. I didn't even know you could do that. I didn't know you could link them. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sheet. Yeah, we'll go 9, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we'll go... I mean, it should cover everything. We should be fine. Okay. I got the extension all ready to go and then still didn't see the emotes. Okay. I'll have to look into getting it linked then, because I didn't know you could do that. Did not know that you could do that. But we will take the appropriate action. Oh, one thing I didn't need to do was I was actually gonna leave a comment about a little bit of the scuff that happened. I was gonna address a little bit of it in a comment. Hold. Gotta find where it was. Okay, timestamp, pause screen, 30:06. Got it. One moment. Okay, I think we're good. Very good. Back in we go. All right. There's a couple things I gotta get caught up on. I gotta do the extension thing, now that I know that's a thing. I gotta update our starting soon screen for stream. Gotta do that. Because it is missing one member, and also we're using a different skin, so there is also that. Go back to this. I think this is gonna be... I don't remember which one we went over to. It's probably gonna be the tallest one, or like in the tallest part of the mountain. Guess we're gonna find out. Almost. All right. Just leaves. Love when that happens. And back down. Okay. 2 beacons. I'm wanting to go ahead and just get all 4 set up ahead of time, and then we'll do all of the digging all at once into the ceilings. That way we don't have to, you know, dig out one room, get it done, come over to the next room, set everything up, etc., etc. We'll just be good to go on all of them. Centered-ish. It'll do. Alright, let's grab the next one. Take that with us. Forgot you removed beacon beams. I thought you missed a lot. A log? Oh, nah. No beacon beams around here. No thank. Is it this one? That one? Yeah, this one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, it kind of works. And I guess... No, it's not 50 blocks. It should be fine. None of these were consistently placed. Just more or less kind of centered. This is what it came down to. Man, the day emerald blocks look like this, I tell you what, that'll be the day. I'm still brainstorming a little bit what the next episode is going to be centered around. But I think probably each episode for the next little while is probably going to be like partially figure out some kind of like farm setup / contraption for part of it, and then have like an aesthetic build for part of it. We're so early in the world that we need all of these farms to be set up for all the different purposes. So it kind of worked nicely, having like, okay, we're going to do this for build-wise, we're going to do this for redstone-wise or whatever. We'll kind of see how it goes. And then before too long, we'll start having builds for the contraptions and farms, like built up around them. I talked about it with the sheep farm a little bit, but there's eventually going to be a build over top of it, or like concealing it. That's just like for later on down the line. So that'll also become a thing before too long here. Oh, flawless! Another one where we didn't have to break any logs. Still in my redstone world experimenting with auto droppers. Fair. Yeah, getting that redstone signal to be perfectly tileable was giving me some fits. Mostly because I don't know how to make a signal travel upwards. At least a signal that's like, that can be hit with those ticks. Right, like any signal that I wanted to go upwards, it was just like a constant signal. I couldn't get it to do the constant ticks or whatever. I'm just not knowledgeable enough. So that was where the struggle kind of came in. If I had figured out how to make it go up, I then would have needed to figure out how to get that, for it to come into the bottom of it and it still go into a water stream without the water stream messing anything up. That would have been a whole nother challenge, but I basically just, like, if I could have done that, it could have been tiled a little better, but it was still tiled okay for the most part. I think it could have been worse. That wasn't too bad. How's it going, Merlin? Welcome in, Merlin. For any who are not yet aware, don't forget to check out the new episode of Inspire. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. New episode of Inspire out. And ready for watching. You may very well have to divide up how you watch it because it is long. It's pretty long. Oh, there we go. The Burge business emote. Or, I guess Merlin. Is what we renamed it. Classic. Flawless. Alright. Oh, I forgot. I didn't open the roof. My bad, my bad, my bad. I think this is the one that's really close to the surface. That's not too bad. Still got a bit of a gap. More than I thought. I wonder how repeat views work on YouTube. Not entirely certain. I know, like, the same person watching a video multiple times probably doesn't do much at all. It's more so different people, and then how many of the people watching it are leaving a comment or liking it. That's a big part of it. And how long into the video, right? I think the big three is how long into the video are people watching? Maybe the biggest one. So the longer you watch into the episode, the better. So like if you need to come back to it, rather than closing it, just like leaving it paused, and then coming back to it and unpausing whenever, rather than closing it. Probably the way to go. And then of course, like how many of the people who are watching it are commenting on it, / liking it, just overall interacting. There's a log up there. Darn. Oh, this isn't the one I thought it was. Okay. We need to go... Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Alright, I have Gem on, so it's actually really dark down here. This has got to go... Surely I can just do this. Thanks for the lurk, May. Good to see you, buddy. You're doing well. Oh, I forgot I had Tree Capitator. It's fine. It's fine. Alright, get rid of that. Honestly, less than 5, less than 5, less than 5, less than 5. 5 or less, I'll keep it. Whatever, less than 5. Rule of 5. Alright, there we go. What tree? I guess I didn't do a whole tree, just the branch of it, but... Off, on, off. There we go. And it's raining. Alright. That's all 4 beacons in each room for digging purposes. What we could potentially do as well is, because I don't know if we're going to have digging in the walls there, but we could leave these here, get the ceiling dug out and shaped up and kind of built without the chandelier, and then we could like start to do the walls, and then if we need to do any digging, we have the beacons in place. Just as a nice little thing. I guess it won't be down here because this will be too far. Or not. So yeah, I guess it covers the whole area. I am surprised that it reaches down this far, but I guess we'll take it. Not too shabby. Let's put that away. We may still need scaffolding to kind of get up to the spots that we're going to be focusing on digging, so I think like a stack with me. That'll be plenty, I do believe. Keep those in there, these in here, gravel and dirt. I kind of had storage for. Tell you what I'm gonna need is we're gonna need some of these empty shulkers. We're gonna be digging out areas that are gonna give us some blocks, some hoopla. Need somewhere to put all that hoopla. So we'll put these here. Eighteen. Okay, about ready to sleep. So we ready to do that? Oh, I guess we can't early because of the rain. Okay. Start over here. This will be one we base it all off of. Now, we want to do kind of the shape of this, like, pie thing we got going on. And I'm thinking, let's do this here. We get up to the ceiling. Oops. We get up to the ceiling. And we're gonna go, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How much do we want to tier these? Probably not a ton, right? Like, this we can get away with all the way over here, just about. So I think 5 is a good number. Maybe just tier them 1 block at a time. So if we do that, and that's our new ceiling, we just need to make sure that we're following the shape here of what we got going on down there. We're going to want to follow it pretty consistently. Just kind of where the gap is probably about what we'll do. So like 1 more here and then over. And I suppose fill in these caves or anything that we run into. I have gamma on at the moment. Go ahead and turn that off. Make sure we don't spawn anything here. Can you pull up the floor ceiling schematic? To make digging easier. Can you pull up the floor ceiling schematic? Oh, to like get a shape? I guess I could. I don't have them enabled anymore though. So I'd have to like load it in and then line it all up and everything. Suppose I could, but if I start struggling enough, then maybe, but we'll see how it goes like this. Shrudge. Okay, this will be 1, 2. Ooh, do we count that? I think we count that. 1, 2, 3 more. Based on where I was standing. Oh, wait a minute. Those, which means, yeah. These ones, yeah, this is gonna be a little scuffed. A lot of this. Welcome in, Ginger. Okay, so we go this way, and then 2 more. Oh, geez. And then that is floor, so then we go up and over. Up and over. Up and over. That wall is not gonna get dug out, so we can keep those there. Over and down. Over and down. Over and down. Over and down. A lot of these. Good news is, once we have the pattern formed, it'll be easy enough to dig it all out. Keep the lights on the back wall. And then a couple more. Oh, whoops. Not that one. Unlurk, welcome back, Sonny. Okay, now we go straight shot for a while. This way. Wrong chat? Oh, Sag. Okay, I guess. Oh. Okay. Yeah, okay. That's fine. Still back in chat. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, for sure, yeah. Holy, dude. Holy. One moment. Oh, jeez. Alright, I think we're ready to dig out everything in the center. So, part of me is thinking, well, we would want to build this while we have the floor here, but I also don't know how we're going to build it out. And I kind of need the exact shape of what we dig out on the ceiling to be done to kind of figure out what to build, right? Or like how to do it on each tier. So I think we're going to be stuck with, like, we can dig out kind of working like this, but when it comes to building it, I think we're going to have to do the scaffolding thing. Because we're going to need to dig it all out first to kind of figure out what we want to do with it. I mean, at that point, we might light-o-matic it around to the other side. Once we kind of figure out the design. Especially if it's, like, complicated. I don't want to have to rotate it, otherwise. Won't want to have to, otherwise, but... I mean, we'll see how it goes. But... it may give us some trouble. How's it going? It's me. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well today. New episode drop for those who didn't know. Those who haven't seen it yet. New YouTube episode is out. Aroma, just remember physician is probably one of the most interesting ones she had seen. Heck yeah, let's go. Love it. What are you doing today? We're working on the library in the main world, the library storage room. We're up at the very top, kind of digging out the ceiling. Keep the shape here. Digging out the ceiling for it to be kind of fleshed out. The ceiling at the top layer, I should say. We finished building up the walls in this area last we were here in this world. So now we're starting to kind of move on to like the next phase and then get that done. Work from there as well, so on and so forth. Gonna need to go drop some stuff off. I think what I can do here is we can get away with getting down to here this before we break out the floor. We can start to get kind of some of the tiers figured out or started before we have to start getting up here with scaffolding. %for you speeds. Let's go, dude. Heck yeah. Love it. All right, let me go put some stuff away here. Tell you what, all that andesite can go straight into here. I don't know how I did that. I'm doing really well on every subject. Funnily enough, it's my last year as well. Well, make it account. I learned to watch a new episode. Hope you enjoy it. 07. This is gonna be a whole inventory alone. Just picking everything up that I didn't have yet. Half an inventory. Alright. Now, we've got our main shape going as far up as it's gonna go. And we can kind of bust out these tiers a little bit. Based on what we got. I think you could start like on the corner here. I think we're gonna go kind of one block at a time in terms of like verticality. So it'll just take one step down. I think that can go 2 blocks back maybe. And then we just have like a 2-block gap. And then we'll do it again and again. Down to where we're going. So it'd look a little something like this. When we have jut outs, we can either do it like this, or we could do it like this. I guess the walls don't matter, but... Well, I guess they kind of dictate where the next ones will go. I want to say... I mean, if we want to go, like, to the letter, it would be that. And then we just get these, like, short spots right there. But I think I'll actually do that. Usually I don't like to do that. I like to give it a bit of a buffer, but I think I'll stick to it for this case. Been able to play any more Satisfactory? No, I haven't touched it. Almost finished this one. There you go. Yeah, I have... Since all of our changes, content-wise, I have not played a game not called Minecraft. Since that. Thing is, okay, wait, hold on, where's the center? Thing is, I have a very addictive personality. It's just like, it doesn't matter what it is, like, I get hooked on things really easily. So, if I play a game, if I play something else, then my mind goes full-blown into that thing I'm playing, and then I lose, like, all motivation for anything else. And that's a problem, but you combine that with the fact that whenever I do play other things, I constantly have the feeling that I'm wasting my time because I'm not being productive. That's something that hasn't always bugged me, but started to in recent years. This constant feeling that I shouldn't be doing anything else because it's not productive. Kind of a thing, if that makes sense. Which is scuffed. Not a good way to think. Now, I say I haven't played anything else. I'm still doing like I'm still doing racing stuff, which is less like casual gaming and more kind of its own thing, but it's like I'm still doing other stuff that's not Minecraft a couple times a week, but yeah, I hyperfixate too bad. And like I've also been avoiding like getting into any shows. Like I'm trying not to get hooked on like anything new. I'm trying not to get into anything just because I know how I am. And I have been trying my best to kind of be better like work ethic wise, or like, you know, just being productive and stuff. That's right. Oh, I see what where I went wrong. It was this one? Is that right? Hold on. Where's the center? So from up here, 2 2 1 1 1 1 1 1 1. So this one's the center right here. With that in mind, this one is weird, and then we go 2, and then that can be 2 again. And then it's 2 again. Okay. I think that's how we gotta do that. Little weird, but I think we got it to where it's working now. There we go. But yeah, like Satisfactory, when I started playing it, I got super hooked on it. And I know if I start playing it again, the same thing will happen. And I will get hyperfixated on it. And that is going to completely derail any like train of inspiration and stuff I have for like Inspire, for example, which has got to be the main focus going forward. So it's also not so much like I wish I was playing anything else, because I don't. I've been vibing big time, just focusing on like Inspire, for example. Like that's not been a problem. I can't pick something else up, because if I pick something else up and then I start wanting to do that, but I have to focus on other things, that's usually when I get burnt out. Is like, I just want to do this other thing and not this. So I'm kind of operating with like, if I don't pick up this other thing, I don't have to worry about it. Kind of an idea. And, you know, not perfect, definitely not healthy, but at the same time, like, I mean, that is the society we live in, right? If you're not being productive every second of the day, you are failing as a human being. That's the world we've built for ourselves, societally. So, product of that, I don't love it. But that's kind of part of what makes it doable. That mindset is like, even if I was taking the approach of like, I'm gonna play other stuff to make sure I don't burn out. Even if I did that, I couldn't, because I would not have fun. I would be thinking, wow, this is a waste of time. I'm not doing anything that's growing the channel. I'm not doing anything that's making money. So even if I did want to play other games and it was fine and I didn't hyperfixate, I couldn't, because that would be on my mind the whole time. So, you know, is what it is. That's where we're at. But, gonna try to make the most of it regardless. Gonna try to make the most of it regardless. Pick this up. Classic. By the way, you guys want to know something crazy? I had showed it a couple times in Inspire so far, but I had that mini iron farm that I had built for like rails and stuff like that. That was the first iron farm I had ever built in a world. First iron farm I had ever built in any world that I've had. And I did it there because I figured if it was going to be done anywhere, that was, you know, with weekly uploads being the goal, it was kind of necessary to have that to save time on stuff. That was kind of what led to that. Usually I don't build iron farms. That was the first time. It was the first time. Interestingly enough. Cody, I just wanted to say, real time, I love the study your videos. Calm, long and calm. I can listen and take a little focus on topics. What the heck? Thanks. I'm glad to hear that. Heck yeah, dude. Heck yeah. I have a lot of work goes into those episodes, and a lot of thought goes into like how things are portrayed or framed, I guess. That's a common theme, right? The picture and the frame and all of that kind of stuff, right? And like the art of everything. I've been putting a lot of effort into the art of it all, how I frame things and why I do it, and especially with like the time lapses and the builds, especially. That's kind of what gets the biggest focus for sure. Like at the end of the day, it's like 30 seconds at a time, and maybe it cumulatively adds to like 2 minutes of like a 40-minute episode, right? But that cumulative 2 minutes, where it's like 20 to 40 seconds at a time, those pieces of the episode I think are the most important pieces of the episodes, and the pieces that I put the most effort into, or the most thought into at the very least, is how to do that, right? Like, so I forget who it was, but somebody said in the premiere chat during one of the time lapses, like, I don't know why, but this is making me emotional. And that right there is exactly it, right? Like, that right there is kind of like the it factor that I'm going for, because it kind of does the same thing to me when I'm like editing those, and kind of like I get that piece together just right, and then I watch it back, and then like it makes you feel something, right? You're not just watching like Minecraft, whatever. Like it makes you feel something, and I think that is the difference maker with like Inspire, for example, right? The same thing happens in like building with B-dubs, right? Which is the biggest inspiration for it. Like you're not just watching Minecraft and building. Like it genuinely makes you feel something, and that's hard to do. And when it happens right, is really impressive, I think. To get that out of just playing Minecraft, just watching someone play Minecraft, like it making you feel something. That's kind of the goal, right? I think I've been doing really good about that so far, and I think as the series continues and I get better at editing and all of that kind of stuff, and I kind of develop more of a mind for it, I think it can only get better from here. But you know, it is an interesting thing to bring up, for sure. Now that I'm looking at this, I think offsetting it might look better, because it's all going to be like at the same exact level, and that might be a bit jarring. So I wonder if we don't go ahead and offset these by 1. You know what I mean? From the top there at the very least. So we'll kind of aim for that, I guess. 2, so like I think what it would be, it wouldn't be up here, no. It would be in the walls itself, actually. Hold on. I did that wrong. We would want to do, let me dig this out and then I'll fix it and we'll kind of go from there. Any autograph from the YouTube star? I want to say I saw Kalandria, but I could be wrong. Could be wrong. Okay, so this goes 2 back, 2 back, 2 back, 2 back. Okay, this is where I need to figure this out. So this is our center. So we're gonna go here, there, and there. Okay, that gets us kind of started a little bit, and then we'll fix those in a bit. Get our shapes just right. Okay. Okay, so now that we've dug all of that out, this episode told me that war never changes. That's incredible. That is incredible. Okay, so from here, we would go 1 block out on these to get those just right, and that would, as a result, end up pushing those back as well. So this way we kind of get a dynamic shape going layer by layer, and it's not just a jarring line. So I do that. And then on the next one, we can figure these out as we go. So because of that, that goes further back. And because we don't want this to be a line, that goes back. Kind of the domino effect of what's going on here is that all of this gets pushed back a little bit further to accommodate. 3 there. Okay, this might actually be fine though. That all looks okay. This here needs to be there, 2 and 2. That's gonna be 2, so that goes 3. I should come in from this side to make it make a little more sense. So we do that, do that, do that, do that. Okay. So let me take a step back and make sure that these dimensions look correct. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Okay, down at the bottom, we've got from there 1, 2, 3, 4 on the left. 1, 2, 3, 4 on the right. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. There's a 4th 2. Okay, hold on. 2, 2, 2, 2. 3s, 2s, 3s. That looks right. 2, 2, 2. Huh? 3, 2, 3, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3. Okay. Not noticing discrepancies yet. 2, 3, 2, 2, 2, 3. 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 3. Something is not adding up. 10 blocks, 4 blocks. Okay. Oh, you know what? Is it from this? It might be. Dig that out. Dig that out. No, that wouldn't affect it. That's just over here. We haven't even gotten to that yet. Okay. So, not that. We've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. Which is where the discrepancy is. Now, was that a problem here, or was that a problem on the other side? It could have resulted from the ceiling. Let's take a look. Um, I'm stumped. What the heck? At what point did we go wrong? That's accurate. That's accurate. I think, do I just gotta look up at the top one now? 4, 4, 2, 2, 2, 2. 4, 3, 3? Okay, so there. 4, 4, 2, 2, 2, 2. So it did start there. Now because that is changed, that gets changed. So it's 2, 3, 2. And because of that, this gets changed. And that gives us the 4. Okay, there we go. Figured it out. Figured it out. It was a bit of a doozy, but we got it. We got it. That was rough. Holy dude. So there's our first two kind of tiers of how the ceiling is going to shape. Now, how much more room do we have to work with here? We might have enough room to go 3 on the next one, so that we can kind of have like, it'll go basically 2 blocks, 2 blocks, and then 3 blocks, 3 blocks maybe? So it does kind of vary a little bit. We have this kind of like dynamic scaling, I guess. So this top lip would stay, but we would go, this is the floor, so if I dig this out, that's it. So we're probably gonna have to utilize some crawl space. But if we go 3, that's 2, 3. There, 3, 3, 3, 3. And we let those all do their thing. Three, 3. Okay. This part's the easy part, just doing these sides back here. In theory. Jeez. Harley, you cannot do that. You cannot snap at the cat. None of that. The kitty didn't do anything to you. Harley, get down. Holy. I'll go jump scare. Okay, worry about the shaping differences in just a second here. For now, let's kind of get all this started around here. I think we're about to lose a lot of blocks here unless I get into the crawl space properly, like so. All so that we can avoid needing the scaffolding for as long as we can. But for that last layer, we'll need it, because that's the floor, but also it'll have to go back further itself. Delaying the inevitable. Okay. Now, let's start here. That one would go. That one would go. This has got to go, so let me light this up a little differently. These all have to go as well. Which is going to start to cause some problems, surely. Okay. I guess starting from here. 3, 3, 3. Now, because this goes this way, we would get rid of that one. 3, 3, 3. Same thing right there. 3, 3, 3, 3. Okay. Bring those in a little bit. We'll work in from this side. Try to meet in the middle. Okay, and 3, so that one. That one. Three, 3, 3. That lined up in the center, not entirely. Okay, so we would need this to be maybe about there. Trim these out to that point. What does that put us at? That puts us at 1, 2, 3, 4 on the left, 1, 2, 3, 4 on the right, and then 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. I think that could work for the shape. I think you could do all right. Already got it all shaped properly. We'll take it. Go and pick everything up here. All right. Now we dig out the floor, and then we'll need some scaffolding to get the last little bit of it done properly. That kind of gets the shape started. So, we're going to cut all this out. For now, we'll just worry about getting the floor. Just up to the walls for now. Everything we have dug out, we're gonna get caught up on, and then we'll figure out the shaping after. For that last layer. Try my best to catch any instances where we break too much on accident. There we go. Alright, I do need to clear out the inventory a bit, so let me go ahead and pick everything up here. Make a run back. Try to come back for everything here. Not quite like the Deep Slate and the Hall of Fame where we kind of gave up on saving it after a certain point. This stuff, surely we can save, make some use out of. Someday, TM. No block left behind, you know. All that. Okay. Room for dirt. Oh, I missed. Life. If it fits, it sits. It's at the andesite. We'll put that with building collection. Oh wait, I could put dirt in there. Okay. Cool deal. Pour that in there. Might as well keep it all together. I really need to get on this whole disable slime chunks thing. That'll be the day. Okay. Got all that, I think. At least most of it. I'm gonna start to get a lot of this falling down all the way. The day we're done with underground projects, that'll be the day. By the way, I'm kind of at a toss-up on a couple different things that we could work on Friday's stream. That, of course, will be in the Inspire world. There's a little bit of a, like, it could be either or. I think they'll both get done eventually. Probably as a stream thing, if anything, but I know villagers are a big one. Getting the rest of the villagers that I want to get set up, and then having a proper place for them to be, because I really need to get that situation fixed. That's one of them. I might be kind of leaning in that direction. And I want to say the other one, I'm kind of blanking on it, but I want to say the other one had to do with getting better storage figured out or something, but it might not have been that. It might have been something else. Both things were like grindy. Consider doing off stream, but then I was like, no, could be good to do on stream kind of things. Oh no, it was nether transport. Storage room will probably be a video thing, but I need to do villager stuff and I need to do nether transport stuff. Just kind of. I think the villager stuff could be done quicker. The nether transport's kind of just like setting it up and then setting it up to be built over time. All of that. Kind of deciding what we want to do with it. Those will kind of be some of the Inspire stream things we focus on in the near future. Since those Inspire streams will be kind of some of the back-end stuff for the most part. Things that wouldn't necessarily be a main focus in a video. But things we can work on stream nicely. Also things like go into a deep dark, trial chamber, which I did find yesterday in that world. I did find one. Well, things like that. Maybe include some clips in the next video like I did with the end rating or so. We'll see. Kind of a toss-up between those two. Villagers and nether transport for Friday. Maybe a little both, who knows. Depending on how it goes. Holy blocks. It's gonna circle around a couple times. I wasn't enjoying too much the whole strafing thing. I'm hoping our fancy schedule graphic will be done soon. It's in the works. Toot's busy with work and everything, but has been trying to get there. And I can use that for all of our schedules every week. Although, we'll probably just have like a like a generic schedule version, and then anytime I need to add anything fancy, I'd update it, but I probably wouldn't upload it every week because it probably would be a little redundant some weeks, seeing it's the same thing. You know what? I just figure out where a lot of the scuff came from. This that was on the corner of this one, which is just an extra slab. So it doesn't need to be there, I think. Or, hold on. Oh no, it does go there. I'm just missing a log. I think. Oh geez. Let me up. It was here. Oh, maybe it was extra. I am so confused. SHO, you got it? So, from the center, those are normal. 2 of those, and then on that one, it cuts the corner off, and then we have 1 log on the side, 1 log on the side, and then nothing. And then nothing. Okay, yeah. I'm just psyching myself out, apparently. We're good though, I think. We're still good. I'm just losing my mind. Alright, we're gonna need to put all that away. We're also gonna need a bunch of scaffolding. Ton of scaffolding. Maybe some dirt for scaffolding foundation. And spots that are kind of hovering. So I'll have to see about that as well. Andesite in there. Okay. Grab a bunch of that. Maybe grab some of this if we need. Scaff and dirt. That's right. That's right, Gritty Goose. How's it going, Risey? Good to see ya. Okay, we can get rid of this. For now. We're gonna need... we'll start here. Yeah, that seems good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I gotta take this song off the playlist, apparently. Still cleansing it for family-friendly purposes. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One time for the one, let it finish. Okay, so we'll go all the way around. I'll get back there in a second. This one can keep going straight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here. Guess we'll do these. I was gonna just leave the pillar and come back to it, but it's fine. takes me back to One Shot Season 5 when we were doing our skyscraper and we had scaffolding around the entirety of it while we built the exterior, and I had to do this. These gaps here to optimize them. What a time. What a time that was. Then we broke all the scaffolding at once and it was super anticlimactic. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How long were you PG-13 for? It was like half a year. It was like 6, 7 months. 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But I tell you what, it really showed on the playlist because chat popped off with songs that couldn't be on before and can't be on now during that time frame to take advantage of it. 3, 4, 5, 6. That was really the biggest difference in that time. Biggest difference was the playlist itself, if anything. Five, 6. Up we go here. By the way, gotta keep plugging it for those who don't know. New episode of Inspire is up. It is out. It is there for your watching. So go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go do that on this side as well. When it was, and just go through the playlist from there. True. True. Not bad. Okay, and this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and up we go. Playlist and also not worrying about which one-shotters are around. Yeah, true. True. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, then we're gonna go over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Which means I get +1 out of it, so I'll go here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Surely. I'm not gonna be able to replicate that on that side. I need to take it less seriously than this because I'm just gonna confuse myself. 1, 2, 3, 6. I'll just eyeball it. The head is in fact rather enlarged. That is a crazy thing to say. But alright. We'll go right here in the center. Yeah, more or less. Okay. Alright. Rebozo. Rebozo, dude. Holy. Alright, it works though. That's fine. That should allow us to get this last layer here, and then we can kind of see the actual shape of everything that we're going for. So from here, 3. And of course, get rid of that corner. I think what we'll do here is maybe just at the very edge of it, give it that flare there that it doesn't have on these ones. Mayhaps. Just around there, just for a little difference. I don't know. Maybe it'll be good, maybe it won't. You know, is adjust if needed. Shoot. There we go. Okay, and then 3. Do I do the same thing over here? Probably not. Probably just leave that as is. You already fixed that spot down there. Should be good. Okay. That is cringe, all that gravel. I'm gonna need to light it up because I'm not gonna fill the whole thing. No mob farms. Okay, 3 plus 1. Okay. I'll go all the way around. Get rid of that one. 3, 3. Get rid of that one. Rid of each of those. 3, 3, 3, 3. Whoops. Come in from this side real quick. We're gonna go 3, 3, 3. 3, 3, 3. We'll have... Oh. This is getting confusing. Surely it'll be fine. We're gonna lose some blocks here, though. 3, 4, 3. There. Okay. Center of it is this one here. So we're gonna go back 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, 6, and do that one. So let me see if I can mirror that here. 1, 2, 3. That's already 4. 3, 4, 4, 3, 4. Oh boy. Feels like it's been a bit since I've seen this world. How's it going, Tessa? Good to see ya. Yeah. It's still gonna be a little hectic. We won't really be seeing this world regularly until next week. When we'll have more streams for it. Like this week, this is our only stream here. And then next week, we'll actually have 3 out of 4 in this world, but... A lot of other stuff we've been focusing on. For sure. Good to see you, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 2, 1, 2. 2. Oh. 2, 1, 2, 2. I think that side's right. 4, 3, 4. Oh, yeah. Sure enough. 3, 4. Okay. That's probably about right. Try to pick up some of this before it all despawns, even though likely already despawning a little bit. Try to save some of it a little bit. Just rolls off the tongue, it does. It really does. Okay. Grab all of this. Circle back around. Don't despawn, don't leave, don't go. Alright, we're good. Wonder if anything fell down at the bottom. Rip Bozo, if so. We'll be alright though. Okay, it will do. Let's get back up here and get the rest of this. 3, 3. All the way over. This one... No, it's just the back one. This one's going to be normal. Okay. I think we've got our shape. We're going to keep the scaffolding here because we still got to build it out. But... this should be how we're going to do our ceilings. So here's the kind of the tier style that we're going for. Like, it's tiered. We have the height of it right there. That'll be where we have, like, a big chandelier in each room. Then we got a 2-block kind of step down. Well, each step down is 1. But 2 blocks long, 2 blocks long, 3 blocks long, 3 blocks long. And then it goes to the normal part of the ceiling there, which is more or less, like, 4 to 5. And then you have... the shape kind of forming with how the edges are, the corners, where it gets close, all of that kind of stuff. But that's not, like, that way we're not doing a full dome where it would have to go much higher and therefore clip to the surface, which we couldn't do. But this gives us something that's not a flat ceiling, gives us something we can work with. Something that we can probably apply elements of this design right here into. These were, of course, on completely flat planes, just like a solid 1 level, right? But we can try to take elements of that and kind of apply it to this tiered design here for this just little bit of interest that we put into the ceiling. That will, of course, apply in each of these 4 rooms once we have made our way around. And it'll all be mirrored. But effectively this, and I think what we can do is we can probably... I wonder how effective it is. I wonder if Lightmatic is useful in this instance. Probably not until we build it. Because it's not like... I guess it could just be red blocks, right? If it's supposed to be air but there's a block, it would just show up red. If I were to, like, just try to copy, like, the cutout and then move it around. I guess that would technically work. We can kind of shape it out like that. Just thinking, brainstorming out loud. I think the shape we did around the edges here, that was the more difficult part. We could round it better. It definitely doesn't round the best. Like, it kind of turns into just, like, this diagonal choppiness. We would want to, like, push some of this back on the edges. And that could be something we look into here. Because, like, it could be better. Why leave it when it could be better, you know? It's not that big of a... not that painful to change. Like, if we took... I guess we would start at the bottom, huh? We would do... we got a bunch of 2s, and then it's like 1, 2, and then it's immediately 1s. So you can take that like 1, 2 into a 1, 2. Or actually it would be this one. So 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then do some 1s. So then over here, 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And then some 1s. That could help round it a little bit better. And then from there, we can kind of change the rest of it. I think if this is like 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1. Take that 1, 2, and then turn these kind of similar. 1, 2, 1, 2. Just a couple of those there. And then if we go... try a little bit of this. 2, 2, 2, 2. Bunch of 1s. So we could add like a 1, 2. 1, 2. Just have 1. And then bring those in. Maybe something like that. Okay. 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1. And then 2, 2, 2. Bunch of ones, so same thing here, I guess. Although it's not gonna work perfectly every time like that. We would need, if we kept doing 1, 2s, it would kind of be like that. I mean, I guess it could work. I just get 2 there. It's actually not bad. So here we would do that. 2, 1, 2. Just do that. That might round it better. Let's take a look. Yeah. Yeah, that curve feels a little more like a curve and less like it just hits a diagonal. That's much better. Much better. That'll pay off. It's a subtle detail that makes a lot of a difference, I think. Long-term payoff. Very subtly. Very subtly. Just notice the bounty panels, they look so good. Heck yeah, Toot killed it. More Toot graphic design. People wish. We're gonna have a schedule graphic that I like interchange whatever we're doing every week. That's gonna use, it's gonna be in that style, like same as the panels. It'll be kind of done in that style as well, which would be cool. Heck yeah. Alright, can I get a stick? We might see if we can get it loaded in Limatica so that it's a nice guide for digging out the other spots. See if we can manage that. Holy, I did not just do that. Okay. We're looking for selection. Loaded schematics, nothing. Okay, so we're gonna go. We're probably gonna need to select pretty much the whole room. I guess we could start there. So that would be the other block. We can go. Nope, it would have to be there. All the way down. Let me go over here. No, I never know what they mean. Classic. Okay, that all the way up to that wall. And then over here. All the way over to that wall. And then we need it to go up, 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 up. Yeah. Hold on. I go down. Okay, that selects the ceiling, but nothing more, which is probably better. And we're basing it off of the exact corner back here in the ceiling, which works out nice. That gives us a nice point in which we line it up. Okay. And we're just using this kind of inversely. Like we would line it up in another room, and we would just go off of... Basically, all of the red would effectively be like... We would kind of use that, right? Like we would just be digging through all the red. Now, there does come a problem in that, like if this isn't stone, it would also be a conflict. If this isn't granite, that would also be conflict. So, it's not perfect, but it might be useful. And I want to save it here just in case it does end up being useful. Like, there's every chance in the world it isn't, but, you know. Who knows? Maybe we make it work. Maybe it turns out good. Let's go library, ceiling, gap, set, save, save. And at that point, we can switch it to schematic placement. I'll just put that back to there. And swap it to that, toggle that off because we don't need it there right now. Or I guess we could. All below render layer mode. Yeah, yep. We need this to be in config, render layers, all, MR. So we're going to schematic placement. Yeah, okay, this is a little scuffed. Okay, there's the back end of it. Okay, if I were to line this up, hold on. Okay, so that would be perfectly lined up here. Now, how would this look if I took this and I rotated it clockwise? I believe that would be putting us... over to that room. So now if we go line this up over here, potentially. Now I know why you wanted to know about my feature name. Yeah. But I mean, now you got it fixed. So now it'll be better for future instances. Okay, so this, no bueno. Blocks in what is supposed to be air blocks, not highlighting. Only the blocks that don't line up are. I mean, it does kind of give us the shape, more or less, but not exactly. We could potentially see if there's a setting for this. Is there a setting that relates to like air blocks? Uh, mm, type extra, true. Maybe it's that. Wrong state. We could try both of those. Oh, that gives us something. Okay, that gives us purple. One of those did purple, and I don't think it was state. Because that's like a trapdoor being the wrong rotation. Yeah, which I like not being yelled at for. But this tells us, the other one tells us like, hey, something's not right. Something doesn't go here. That's the one I was looking for. Okay, so we can keep that toggled there. And kind of prep scaffolding for it. I mean, we'll need to dig it out. Without a doubt. That'll be a thing that we have to do. So I guess we'll get that one ready. Dug out the other one starting from here. So this could be where we go up. Just to get this all started. We would go effectively 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you can see these belong here. And we're just digging through everything that's purple, right? So kind of using Lightmatica inversely. Like all the purple would get gone. The red is fine. That's just telling us like, oh, there's dirt here, or oh, there's granite here, or whatever, right? If it's red. That I'm not worried about because it's not the build. It's just the digging part. But this is effectively what we're doing, is we're kind of like, we're using it in a way that you wouldn't usually use something like Lightmatica. Oh. So like here we dug into a cave, so we could kind of like cover all this up or whatever, but It is an interesting use, you know? We'll get dug out. The blue means... try and just kind of fill in the cave in a way that matches kind of the shape of everything we go for here. Kind of. It's a little confusing, but... and it doesn't need to be perfect. But we need to enclose the cave anyway, so we might as well do it in this fashion. These ones get covered. Okay. And then purples go. We basically just do that all the way around. Red's fine. Yeah, a little confusing, a little weird, a little hard to look at times, but I mean, it works. I'm Segazacton, rip me. I mean, if you change your name on Patreon, your name on the sign will change for like the tree itself. It's just in that video, it will remain that because of what it was at the time. I'll make sure if there's any blues that I put those in there. That's just to make sure the shape is right. Reds are fine. Just need something in its place. Anyone to ask Jeannie to drive me to Michael so I can buy a ton of yarn for Christmas, even though I didn't make anything with the stuff I bought for last year's Christmas gifts. Classic. Classic. Oh. I hear water. Water. This is so trippy, by the way. It's not just you. Like, everything being purple is so weird. It's so weird on the eyes. The towels I got to embroider on last year were not good for embroidery, and I did make some other gifts that were made. Fair. Understandable, carry on. Alright. Gotta go drop some stuff off, apparently. Oh geez, I forgot I had that data pack. Talk about give me a heart attack. So. Oh, didn't get it. Rip. Rip. Gravel. Anything in there? A little bit. And let me swap out this pickaxe before regret. And silk touch. There we go. We'll take it. All right. Back up we go. We've got 14 minutes until we are donezo. Can we get done at 14 minutes? The best homemade gift you can make is your friendship. Wow, what the heck? That's so wholesome. Good to see you, Chase. Hope you're doing well. This is so weird. I mean, helpful. Be able to use schematic, Lightmatica like this, but weird. I don't have the vomit even anymore. Classic. Still need one on our end. Shit. Love to see Goody working on the library again. True. Chase, do you know about the new episode that just dropped today? Anyone in chat who didn't know? It's pinned at the top of your chat. New Inspire episode. Guessing torch? Yeah, sure enough. Is there anything there? Nope, that goes. Oh, jeez. Red. It's fine, no torches. Another cave, mayhaps? Or an extension of the other one? If it's purple, it goes. If it's red, it's fine. It's confusing, I know. Yeah. Confusing, weird, hard to see through. Whatever, it's fine. We'll live. I think with that cave there, we'll be alright. Holy dude. Torch, yep. Go figure. Oh, heck. Okay, that's good. We're fine. Get that out of my face. This I have though. Was it worth it? The tier 3 on the alt, was it worth it? Oh, cat. You have a cat. Hello, cat. Somebody wants to hang out. I'll wait for 2 seconds, yep. Yep. Rid of all of these, and these, and these. Okay, we're good. Try to pick up some of this at least. Very expensive 2 weeks. It's going to do the emergency event once, an actual event 3 times. Is in my car. Gonna nail it. Sooner to make it because first one didn't fix right. Yeah. Yeah. As far as I can help it, I never want to own a car with a sunroof or a convertible. Neither. Too many sunroof leaky, really hard to fix stories, and convertibles just not for me. Too much of a pain to keep warm in the winter or what have you. So if not a torch there, then where? I literally just don't have one listed here on the other one. Fine. Holy dude. You need sunroof, survive the hailstorm, 23, even though, replace, there you go. So no resub at tier 3 on the alts. I don't know why you did it in the first place. Jeez. Holy. Correctly caused a ton of other issues. Oh no. Classic. Oh jeez. Okay, wait. That's red, which means torch. In this case. There you go. See if we can't get most of this dug out before we're done. Or I guess it is 53, so we might not. Let me go deposit some blocks. Tier 3 on the alt is a bit wild, it is. Okay. Back we go. Oh, I tell you what. Put that away for now. Those away for now. Wish I had a Cody level discipline right now. Oh no. Oh no. I wish I didn't have to have Cody level discipline, money-wise. Life. It's okay. Inspire will carry the YouTube channel so hard that I don't have to be someday, right? Copium, surely? Opium? Surely the Patreon forest of trees in the Inspire world will do enough. Copium? Guess we'll see. Surely. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, whoops. Oh, jeez. Looks like a cave. Looks like a cave, smells like a cave, probably a cave. I don't even know what I'm looking at here. There's so much stuff back here. All I know is I hear a lot of rushing water. I do gotta check these corners just in case one of them is a torch. Double check these. Double check that. Check that. Oh, jeez. That's good. Okay, what are we doing here? What are we doing? What are we doing? I'll add to here. There. Cave. There we go. Of these. This is a little confusing, but at the same time, it's still saving us time compared to eyeballing it with free cam like we did on the other one, and then having to like do the math. It's still working pretty good. Doc update. Blood pressure is down from next season. Shocker, so no meds are there for my blood test results. No ditching, just Olge. Classic. good though. Less stress is good. There you go. Try to get these edges here. Try to pick up some of this stuff before it's too late. I need more of a running start. Try again. Oh geez, what the heck? What the heck? Okay. Forgot to tell you, this is Toot. What's up? Emailed the weekly. Oh, I thought you were still working on it. Rip. Well, I'll see it. I'll make sure to get it downloaded in a little bit then. It is morning. Awesome. Heck yeah. Well, we'll have it for next week. Wouldn't make a ton of sense for me to post it midway through the week, but at least you know that, chat. We'll have a fancy schedule graphic moving forward. For those who don't know the schedule through the rest of the week, Friday is from in the Inspire world. Of course, every Friday, Inspire stream. We got that coming up. Saturday is from the Acrylic server. Acrylic SMP, build comp results, and server tour. Saturday will be Acrylic SMP, build comp result, and server tour. Since it's been a while since we did our last one. Don't know that too much would have changed since then, but I guess we'll see. Out of inventory space. What else is new? So ignore our area. Classic. I'll probably just be going to all the areas that people point out for me to go to, or areas of people who are on that want me to see their spots. Alright, gets all that cut out. The reds are fine, those are just different blocks than the walls. Shape should still be good. We'll go ahead and finish digging that up. Next we are in the world. Now we'll get everything put away and wrap ourselves up here. I gotta go get some lunch. I'm hungry. I tell you what. Anything goes in here? Gravel. We'll take it. So on lunch table today, I have the same thing for lunch every single day without fail. Same thing every time. My one sandwich. Get some 7-grain bread. Put some pepper jack cheese on that bad boy. Do some spinach, some baby spinach. 1 tomato slice. 3 slices of turkey deli meat. Little swirl of ranch. And sprinkle in some sunflower seeds. Shaders. I'm getting the thumbnail for the VOD. For those who don't remember, we upload all of our VODs nowadays. We do upload all of our VODs now, so... Get a main world thumbnail for the VOD channel here. Where's my axe? Gotta do the axe, that's our thing now. We'll go... right here. A little further back. There we go. That's the one. That's the one. And that's how you thumbnail. There it is. Can we add this, but name it Ope? Let me take a look in a second here. Lag. My frames. My frames. Okay. What have we over here? Minnesotage? That's crazy. That's crazy. Last call on drips. Yep, don't forget your drips. Gotta get your drips. Gotta get your drips. I'll get rid of this one. Background Void Kitty. In her favorite spot. There it is. There it is. Mr. Recent stream or nor our schedules are Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. And one shot and well no, it would have been post one shot. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. Okay, there's your Ope. Time to find a raid. Also, let me swap the VIP badge over. Ms. Dark Phoenix gets it for all of Friday. Let's take a look. Don't forget, chat, new YouTube episode. Don't forget, Inspire episode drop today. All right, it's at the top of chat. It's pinned. I will throw it in chat here again if you haven't seen it. New episode of Inspire. It's there. Make sure you watch it. And when you watch it, drop a comment. Let me know how it went, how you liked it, all that good stuff. It's a long one. A lot of content. 58 minutes of Inspire. All right. Taking a look at who we might raid into today. Let's inspire this out, right? Reminder to me to never miss my last drip call. My goodness. Oh wait, had you not redeemed it? Holy, Norm hadn't redeemed it. Holy guys, you are cutting it close. Wait until your last call to actually have it redeemed. Holy dude. Would hate to be here and just miss it being here and not remembering. That's crazy. Bottom. Well, I could send you guys over here today. We can send you guys over in this direction. 9 more streams till 300. There you go. Alright, chat. I'm going to send you guys on over to Gray. You know him, you love him. Oh, that was on my end. Sorry. You know him, you love him. We're going to send you guys over to Grayson, who is a good friend of the stream. A baker from the bakery, which tells you all you need to know about Gray's building ability. Also a member of the one-shot server. Love to see it. We're going to send you guys over there. Make sure you get your raid messages ready. If you're subbed, you use the sub one. If you're not, use the other one. There it is. That's the one. All right, chat. You know the drill. Be nice, be kind, be wholesome, all that good stuff. We'll be back on Friday. No stream tomorrow. Okay, we're on our new schedule. We'll be back Friday. Friday is the Inspire stream of the week. So we'll be doing a stream from that world. Should be good fun. Make sure you watch the new episode that dropped today if you haven't already. And share it around. Anyone you know who might enjoy taking a look at it. But I think that about covers it for me. I'm going to go eat some lunch. And we'll hopefully have a good time over in Gray's chat. Thanks so much for hanging out, chat. I appreciate you guys. Have a good rest of your day. Have a good day tomorrow. Be back on Friday. Goodbye. See you later. Sloppy Book on Blank, Solo, Motley, Beanie, Norm, Daisy, Darkberry, Azzy. We've also got, scroll over just a little bit here. Ginger and Junie Love and Fluff's a little bog chimp and Motley, if I didn't already say. And scrolling up a little further. I think I got everyone. All right.